Lisa with Junk Journal Gems. Thanks for joining me. We're getting back to working on our pull-out pockets, or pocket pull-out. What did I call that? And today we're going to go ahead and make the tags that go into all of the pockets. Hopefully we have enough time for that, but what I wanted to work on first because of drying time is I wanted to go in, whoops, and color the brick that we put on the tag in the pocket in the last video. So I'll show you how I did that. Not huge rocket science to it, but I used my vintage photo and I used my Rusty Hinge Distress inks. And what I like to do first is to lay down the lighter color first. So I'm going to go in, get some, these are just makeup brushes. If you've not seen anybody use these before. So I go in, I lay down this color, and I'm trying not to get too much in the grooves here. Sometimes it helps to tip it a little because of the texture paste. Of course, there's a little bit of a ridge. It's just kind of therapeutic doing this. But see, already it's getting some definition. I don't know if you can see that real well, but it does take a little bit when you're using these little brushes. I don't want to use a bigger one because then I have a tendency to get it all over the place. And I don't want it all over the place. I'm going to end up with ink all over my fingers again, I can tell. Par for the course for me. I craft like I cook. I can turn out something decent, but oh my goodness, the mess I make in the process of it. My mom always said that a messy cook is a good cook. Might be just a little bit of self-justification in that, but whatever it takes, right? Okay. So that then is how the rusty hinge is on. Then I'm going to come back over it with a smaller brush. This is just a little round one. And I'm going to pick up some of that vintage photo. Just come in and give it a little more depth even. Because if you ever look at a brick, it's never just one solid color. There's several different pigments in a brick. And you don't want to brush over each brick entirely, just catch little spots of it. See how it's getting that definition? Now last time I did spray it with my mister. The way this is turning out, I don't think I will. I liked it, but not quite as much as I'm liking this one. It took away from some of the individual brick definition. And although it was fine, I just seem to like this better. When you're doing it, you do you. There, I'm quite happy with how that turned out. Love it. Awesome. Okay, let's work on our little tag quick. Okay, just going to get this one area here really quick. There. All right, then actually while I have these, well, I'll wait until I decorate them before I was going to ink around the edges, but I'm going to wait. Okay, get my brushes and set those aside out of the way. So let's see, we've got, here's our example, here's the actual piece. So we've got this tag here and we need a little label for it and a little flower. Now this little label is just a tiny little guy. And I think I'll use this one, kind of caught my eye. And this we will ink around. So if anybody is just tuning into this video, go back to my last video because that will show you what we did to create the pullout. And that video was posted, goodness, have I gone through that many stickers? It was posted on the 14th of December. So let's see here. Thought I had some more. It seemed like, like I would have gone through an awful lot. This one might be fun. But I don't want the whole thing. Just want a piece of it. And again, I'm going to cut off. I've been cutting off some of the whites of these just so there isn't so much white to be looking at. Okay, get these out of the way. And how do I want to put this? Whoops. Might want to put this like so. Yep. Gosh, I'm still having trouble with this thumb. And it's actually getting worse. I'm having a hard time grabbing things with that hand, and it's painful. But goodness sakes, I don't want to give in and use my time to actually go in and maybe see the doctor about it and find out what's going on. That would be just crazy talk. All right. Let's put our label down. And then I'm going to ink around it. This is just backed with some, what do they call it, like aged or vintage aged paper that I get. You can buy packs of it off of Amazon. I just like to keep it on hand. And then, there we go. Okay. And there's our adorable little tag to go into that pocket. All right, so the next pocket, I'm not going to put any embellishment behind it, number one, because of the size of the pocket, and by the time we get tags in here, that would just be silliness. This one, just because I'm putting 2 tags behind it, I'm going to glue it with the Fabri-Tac. It was kind of a gloomy day here. We didn't have much sun, but the temperatures were warmer. And all of our snow was melting, as I thought it would, but still hoping that we'll get more snow for Christmas. I'd kind of like to have a white Christmas. I know there's people that are like, no, they don't want any snow, and I get it, but I like a white Christmas. I have never spent Christmas in a warmer climate where there's not snow. That would, I don't know, that would be like weird to me. Okay. Let's make a journaling card and a bigger tag. Nope. Felt like like there were two pieces of paper there. I'm probably off camera and you can't even see what I'm doing. Well, by gosh, by golly, maybe I used all the, oh, no, I already cut them out. I thought so. Okay, so journaling card. Let's back that with some of this. All right, my glue. And again, I'm not making this really thick by putting this on cardstock. I'm just backing it with paper because this pullout gets pretty hefty. Okay. Cut around that. Get that out of the way. You don't realize how much you use your thumb on even your less dominant hand until it hurts. And then you're like, ouch. I use it to brace things and put pressure on it quite often, and who knew I did that much? I need to reorganize myself a little. Okay, with this tag here in the pocket, let's see what we did before. So on the pocket we had a flower and a little boy. So let's use the same kind of flower, and let's see what I can find for a person. Maybe I even have the same little boy. We shall see what I've got in here. Here's a different little boy, if I can grab a hold of him. I'd like someone a little bigger. A little bigger. Who's this guy? I feel like I've used him elsewhere. Who's this guy? I kind of like him. I've not used him yet. He's fun. Gotta get all my people back in the box. Everybody's running amok. Okay. Oh. So let's do a little more trim in here. Okay. And ink around our man. Just so we don't have those white edges. I love using the Tim Holtz paper dolls. They're so fun. Now, I think what I will do is cut off a little bit of this end. Whoa, what was I thinking? Should have glued the last one, but it'll be okay. Just as to make me feel better more than anything. There we go. Come here. Wants to curl up on me. It's not cooperating. Ooh, there we go. Wrestling with it. Press it down so you don't see as much of the white and make it good and transparent. Good. And then we'll perch our man right on the flower there. Okay. Oop, I almost stuck it on the wrong thing. I'd have been so mad at myself. There. So we've got the pocket done, and then let's finish decorating our card here. So I used last time a bit of one of the houses, and I've about dissected that one to bits. So let's try another one. Here I'm using a old home plan book. I've been using it. My parents used this when they built their house. It's from 1974. But it's been really fun to use in a variety of ways. So I think I'll tear it. Now, what I'll put on here is about that much. Keep the tree. I kind of like the tree on there. And then I'm going to ink around it. Let me see. Yep. And I'll just cut off the edges. And you could even go in if you wanted to colorize the house a little bit using markers or using a water brush and maybe Caran d'Ache Neocolor crayons. But I like, for this purpose, I like the black and white against the blue. But it would be fun to colorize for another project. Okay, there's our house. And then this time I'm going to use a different size ticket. Last time I ran a ticket behind it, and this time I'm going to try for a different size one. It's amazing how fussy I can be when I do this stuff. It's kind of what I was looking for. Kind of, sort of, but not really. Oh, where are you guys? The blue tends to wash out, but what about this one? That looks kind of fun. It's my favorite so far. I think this will be too big, yeah. I think I'm just gonna go with that. And then I need, I have these little circle labels. And these, I believe, are from Gifts and Things. Do I want that one? No, no. I need to print off more of these. I've used them quite a bit. Do I want it up here? I think I want this one up here. We'll go like that. We'll get this little guy and we'll put him down here. We'll do the reverse of what we did the last time. Or I guess I did the last time. You all weren't with me when I did it. There. Lovely. Here's our tag, and now I will ink. So the last thing I'm going to do, you'll see that on this tag I put a tab on it. I keep, when I have scrap cardstock, I like to cut out my whale tail pinches so that I just have a box then ready to go with them. Sometimes I get matchy-matchy though, but usually I like a contrast anyhow, so it's more often I like the contrast than I like the matchy-matchy anyway. All right, we've got that. So in our pocket, we have this raring to go. And then we've got the tag to do in the background. I believe what I did the last time is terrible that I don't even remember. Used these and cut them down. In fact, that's exactly what I did now that I remember. Okay, so we're gonna cut this out. I'll use my little my little cutter. I hope you're all having a good day. We're having a good day here, I guess. What we're gonna do then, why did I put that away when I need to cut it anyhow? I'm filming this and it's 9 o'clock at night, which that's probably the first mistake. Okay, pencil. I'm going to cut off a little bit more of this black line. Can use the scrap maybe for later. So I need to glue this on something. I've just been going to town using up my scraps here. Going to town. Huh. Well, I'm gonna grab a piece of paper. Okay, we'll glue it on the back of this. This is just coffee dyed paper that I had from Happy Planner that I used quite a while ago. And I gotta admit, I love coffee dyed grid paper. And I also like to use this in my journals because I love the edge on it. To cut these little tab endies. Tag, not tab. You knew what I meant, right? Okay, then on these, for some reason, I like to have the corners rounded, even if just barely. I don't know why. For some reason, the straight corners at the tops of these drive me crazy. I don't know why, you guys. It's a me thing, I know. So now what I used here was, I just took an image from this old book, the New Encyclopedia of Machine Shop Practice. I think this is from like the 40s. And I just found an image in here. This has some fabulous images in it. I'm gonna try to find a similar one because I really liked how the other one turned out. So that we can use that as a decorative element. Ooh. There's one. I knew I'd find one. So I just cut it out up to the black line so I can still use that as an outline. Then that can go like that. I want to label. I've got these blue labels from Mad Paper Crush. Do I want that, or I wonder, last time I used an, I'm not loving that one. Could use one like that, but then it's too square. It's like square, square. Maybe if I use a different color, I'll be happier and I'll find a different size. Let me grab this. See what else I've got floating around in here. Here's some black ones. Let's see what I've got here. That's pretty cool. Let's go with that. Oop, I stuck it back in the wrong pocket. That's an ephemera holder that I made myself quite a while ago. I will probably never make one again. Ugh. Bless the people who make them and have the patience, because when you try to sew with that plastic stuff, it moves so easily, and it's very frustrating. I don't have that kind of patience. I am happy to lean on others who do. But that one's starting to come apart in places. I'm going to have to, one of these days, consider looking on Etsy for one. I know, oh, goodness sakes, I'm going to forget her name now. Is her first name Donna? No, it's not Donna. Oh, goodness. There's a lady that has a YouTube channel that used to make them. I don't know if she still does or not, but she did, looked like she did a very nice job of it. And I thought it was so cute because her husband would help her make them. I know there's no way my husband would help me do that. That'd be asking for the moon. Okay, I'm going to use the same flower, or really this is a fern, so it'd be greenery, not really a flower. Botanical, let's just call it that. We'll put that on this like I did the last one. I liked how it turned out. No need to recreate the wheel. Marsha, I think her name is Marsha, that makes those ephemera books. It's gonna bother me. If I find it, I'll try to remember to link it below in case anybody's interested. I don't know though if she's still doing them. Ooh, hair on my face. There. Love it. Okay. There's that. Oh my goodness. Got it stuck on something. Now I need to ink. Okay. Hole punch. Then another matching string. In the front, out the back. Up comes the loop and through. Just like that. Okay, you go back in here where you belong. And this one's going to go in here where it belongs. If I could get my fumbly fingers to cooperate. There we go. Okay, so in here I just have a decorated journaling card, very similar to what we already collaged on other things. Whoops. And then let's make this tag quick. It was simple, easy peasy, but I'll show you what I did. So again, back it on something. And use that one. Or is this one wide enough? This one's wide enough. Let's do that. Where's my, where in my mess is my card? Okay, my little smushing down card. Oh, imagine that, I put it away. No wonder why I can't find it. That'll teach me to put things away. Hello girls, what do you need? My dogs are right by my feet. I think someone is pestering and the other one was like, Mommy, save me. My sister is a bother. Pearl, leave her alone. She doesn't want you messing with her. No, leave it. Pearl. Okay, I'm gonna dump these off. Okay, so what I did here is I took a piece of cardstock that had like a measuring stick on it. I'm just looking to see if I had a smaller one, and I don't, but that's okay. So we'll just cut that off at the length, or width, not length. And then I'm going to ink it. Glue on each side. It's just becoming a mini belly band is all this is. Which makes it an itty bitty band. Whoop. Okay. I want it like that. And then what what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and trim it down. Let me grab the other tag out to be about this size. Okay? So it needs to be about, I'd say about that width. Putting it in my big cutter. Let's see if that works. Ooh, that fit in there. Okay, so then what I did is I just folded it in thirds. And then when I brought this down, I think this is actually a little long. Yep. We're gonna lop it off a little bit. So we do it in thirds, and then what I do here is I fold this end up, and then I just inked this with my chipped sapphire up to the fold line, just for something different, because I liked it. And then I glue it. Oh, heavenly days. Oh, I did get it in there. What do you know? So that goes like that. And then I got another, either a little label or a ticket. Last time I used a label. Let's use a ticket this time. Change it up a little. Pearl, I said no. Leave her alone. No one listens. No one ever listens to me. So we'll cut that off. And then let's just do this first and figure out how wide we're going to need this and what end I want. I think I did that crooked. Ink it. Just to do something different. Woo! Girls, did you take my glue? It flew, slipped out of my hand and flew behind me. Oh my God. Good thing glue didn't come out. All right. So there's that. And then we'll fold it like this. I'm going to ink this tag first. And then I ink this a little bit around the edges. Ooh, see, I have such a time grabbing things right now. Girls, tell it the dogs are getting bored. They're tired of mommy crafting time. See, then that goes over there like that. Cute. Punch a little hole. Get another little string. I might have to go break up dog nonsense here in a minute. Just picture a Shih Tzu and a Maltese wrestling. There you have it. This is my life in the craft room because they have to be with me all the time. So this goes in here. You can either tuck the whole thing in here, but I kind of like leaving that little flap hanging over. I don't know. And then you can just make another tag and another journaling card to go in here and another journaling card to go in there. Now what I did along here, hold on. So what I did along here to get these holes is I just took one of these from the one of the index pages from the binder book that we're making these for, and put it up against the piece. I would ordinarily clamp this, but in the interest of time, since we're on camera, I'm not. And then I just go in with my hole punch and pop out the holes. And then I also keep my little reinforcements if you haven't watched a previous video. 1, 2, 3, 3 for the other side. 1, 2, 3. And then you can ink them if you want. You don't have to. These are just, I have a punch for reinforcements, hole reinforcements, reinforcers, what are they called? And that's what I'm using, again, just with my scrap cardstock, I punch them out. But if you don't have one of those punches, goodness sake, don't go out and get one. You can very inexpensively buy little hole reinforcements and just use those. Do whatever's most economical. Ooh. And then just as you if you keep on making journals and you find down the road that, yep, that's something you'd like to have, you can always add it to your wish list. And that's how I've gotten a lot of my things, like my my Sizzix die cut machine. What else have I gotten for gifts? I'm drawing a blank right now, but you can build up your die cut collection that way. Stamps. Another great way to get things like stamps especially is at thrift stores, because if somebody else is tired of them, you can get them for way less money than you would by buying them new. But if there's absolutely a particular one that you want, you know, You may just want to get it because it might not be that easy to find, but also do a Facebook Marketplace search if there's one in particular that you want, or eBay. That's how I got my whale tail. I want to say that one I got either off of Facebook Marketplace or eBay. And I'm glad I did because I use it all the time. Okay. So that's the piece in general. And then you can put it in the 5-ring binder. Here's the one I'm working on. And it fits in there like so. But I'm going to continue crafting and completing the cards and tags for this pocket, and we will be good to go. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope this gave you another idea to give a try. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the little bell so that you're notified when I post a new video. I'm not sure how frequently I'm going to be posting videos between now and Christmas. So if I don't pop on before the holidays, I hope that you all have a wonderful and very safe holiday season. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.